Hi, I'm Roy Reyes, the City Forester for the City of Brownsville. Today we'll be planting a tree.
I'm Bill Green with Texas A&M Forest Service, Regional Forester for South Texas.
We are here at the Brownsville Visitors Commission Center, going to be planting a wild olive tree today.
It's also known as anacahuita, Mexican olive, and we're going to try to get this tree in the ground and do it as good as possible so it has a good chance to grow healthy and strong.
We're planting a tree today celebrating Arbor Day, which we set a day aside so that we can plant trees, and being at the climate we have right now is a perfect time to be planting trees.
One of the first things you want to think about is, do you have the right tree for the right place? You don't want to put a big tree that grows really tall underneath power lines. You want to make sure you got a good tree for the spot you're putting it.
And today we'll be celebrating 21 years as Tree City USA for the City of Brownsville. Before we plant a tree, we go and purchase a tree. We always look out types of trees we're going to look at. You got the ball and burlap, you have container grown trees, and you got bare root trees. Today we'll be planting a container grown tree.
And you want to be real careful. This tree is not too bad with the roots circling around. You don't want circling roots. You'd cut and loosen them up. This is an example of grown in a container where the roots were circling too much and they're girdling and will really stress the tree.
Like as Bill was saying, on these trees, whenever you do get a tree, this is kind of a bad example, really bad tree when you buy something like this and plant it, because it will never stabilize. Something like this tree, like I said, it's got little roots coming out, feeder roots. You would want to cut some of these branches, but you got to look out, make sure that it's not so thick. You know, once the thicker the root, the harder it is to branch out the feeder roots.
And like I say, you loosen these up. If there's a lot more roots here, you want to loosen that up so that you don't have the roots circling around.
Now that we have the tree in the ground, I just want to explain to you, when you plant the tree on the ground, we want to make sure of the size of the hole that we plant before we plant the tree. You will want to go to 2 to 3 sizes bigger than the pot size. You don't want to go too deep. Most people plant trees too deep. So you want to make sure to plant the tree in the proper size where the dirt level comes on the pot. That's usually where the roots start flaring out. So once you have that there, so you just never can plant the tree too deep. So that's one really, really important thing to look for, not planting the tree too deep. The next thing after we do put the tree plant, we got to provide at least a 2-inch layers of mulch around the tree, and make sure that the mulch does not touch around where the trunk flares out. You need to stay at least 2 inches away from the trunk of the tree.
Okay, and then after we have the mulch on, we put water on. We'll figure like 2 to 4 gallons per inch of diameter. This is a 2-inch tree. During the summertime, we'd put 4 gallons on per inch. That would be 8 gallons. Now during the winter, we'll put on 4 gallons of water, 2 gallons for each inch. It's a 2-inch tree, 2 gallons per inch. So we'll put on 4 gallons of water. And we should be doing that. Getting this tree established, the roots established, is really important. So the first month, we're going to water 3 times a week. The second month, we'll water twice a week. The third month, we'll water once a week, and then keep that going for a while till these roots get established and growing out. Yeah, just a couple other points. Planting a tree, when you fill in the soil that you dug out to make the hole, use the same soil. Don't put in potting soil. Don't put in improved soil. The tree's got to get used to the soil it's growing in. Backfill with the same soil that you dug out.
And if the tree, once you have the tree planted and all, needs any pruning, if you see any broken branches or what, it's best to prune them while they're young. The trees are more acceptable to pruning when they're young, structure pruning. so that when they get older, they're a little bit difficult more to prune. So it's very important to see any broken branches or anything. It's the best time to remove it when it's planted. You won't harm the tree. I want to thank everybody for watching this video, and hopefully it was informal for you all. And I want to also say that we celebrate today's Arbor Day with the City of Brownsville and UTRGV. I encourage everybody to plant trees currently right now. This is the best time to be planting trees because it's a cooler weather, cooler climate. And talking about planting trees, we do have a tree spade available for the City of Brownsville. It is available to the community for relocations for a fee. And we also take in donations to utilize those trees in parks and what. So if you have any questions regarding the tree spades or the tree planting, you can contact me at area code 956-592-9375.
Yeah, I also want to mention there's a really good website that can help you out with planting trees, selecting what trees. Just search for Texas tree planting. You can put in your county, the county you live in, get suggestions of what tree to plant there, how to take care of the trees so that they grow as well as possible. And if you need to get in touch with me, my name is Bill Green, Texas A&M Forest Service, 956-373-8543.
And let's keep it green, Brownsville.